Here's the story of when the CIA astral projected to Mars. This was May 22nd, 1984, and this is a transcript that was released by the CIA. I love how it's just called Mars Exploration. Quick backstory, in the 70s through the 90s, the US government was really interested in astral projection, or remote viewing as they called it, because the Soviets were into it and claiming they were having successes, which may or may not have been true. By the way, astral projection or remote viewing is when you have an intentional out-of-body experience. So you project your consciousness outside of your body and go to another time or place. In another video, I talk about whether humanity can actually do that, and then we also talk about it at length in our podcast. So this guy's name is Joseph McMoneagle. I don't know if that's how you say his last name. I'm sorry. He was a remote viewer in this program. He was actually called Remote Viewer 1 because he was the best. And he was the one who got to astral project to Mars. So a regular day at work for Joe was he would receive an envelope with an index card inside. The envelope would be sealed, not exactly like this, but he wouldn't get to read what was inside. And on this particular day, here's what the index card said. It said, "The planet Mars, time of interest approximately 1 million years BC." Of course, he didn't read that. I don't know if they give him the envelope and he senses it. I don't know what exactly happens, but that was what the envelope had inside. So then the astral projection begins. There's a whole 10-page transcript of it online if you want to look it up. I'm just going to point out some stuff I thought was interesting. He talks about some sort of storm, a geological disturbance that causes the people, I guess, to go into hiding. So the monitor says, "Tell me about the ones who sleep through the storms." He says they're tall, very large people, thin, they dress in tight silks. They're ancient people, they're dying, it's past their time or age. He talks about seeing pyramid-like structures, but he does note that they are different than any pyramid he's known before. He describes some structures, including an obelisk that reminds him of the Washington Monument. Check out the podcast if you want more information on this, but what I think is interesting is that he wasn't told they were targeting Mars, right? So usually his work was to locate downed airplanes or spy something or other to do with other countries. It was all terrestrial. It was all on Earth. But this time it was Mars, and they didn't tell him, but he was describing foreign alien things.